everybody, hope everyone is well. Today's lesson we're going to be creating a beautiful garden painting using our fingers. So the supplies you're going to need is a canvas. You could use any size canvas you want. Over here is a 9 by 12 canvas that I'm using. You're also going to want to have, if this is finger painting, but if you don't want to use your fingers or get it messy, you can definitely grab some gloves and use that instead. I would definitely have some type of wipes in hand so you could wipe your fingers or your gloves in between the colors. And of course you're going to need some paint. So these are the paint colors that I'm using. I have 2 plates here. So I have some blue, pink, purple, whites, orange, black, and we're going to need some green and red as well. The types of paints you can use is, you could use washable finger paint. You could also use tempera, or you could also just use regular acrylic. Just make sure that you can wash it out, or once you get it on your clothing, just make sure you wipe it off. But hopefully everything just stays on your fingers and on your canvas. So I'm going to use my fingers. We're going to want to roll up our sleeves. I do have a smock that I use to paint, so it's quite messy. So if you have an old shirt, definitely go grab that. If you have an apron, a smock, that's even better. So I'm just gonna go right in. I'm not gonna use my gloves. I'm just gonna use my fingers. We're gonna wanna start with the background. So I'm gonna use some blue. Take 1, 2 fingers and just go to town. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just get right in there. So I'm gonna start with the blue right here on top. And I'm just gonna go in. I do have 2 whites on my palette just because I know I'm gonna be using it with the blue. So just, you don't even have to clean your fingers, go right in with the white and just mix it right in. And if you still like this painting, you definitely can grab a brush and do the same thing. So we're not going to go completely down to the bottom. I'm going to leave like a little bit of space. Just about less than 1/4 of the canvas. So it's going to look kind of like this. So you start with your blue and just getting lighter and lighter, just keep adding on the white. Okay. And then now you can take your white and wipe your fingers for the next color. The next color we're going to put down is green. So let's put this aside and we're just going to go right in with the green. Again, just use a couple of your fingers. And I would start from the bottom. And then work my way up. And you can sit to let this background dry for a little while before we start our flowers. Once your background is pretty much dry to touch, we're going to start our flowers. So I would like to start with pretty much a big main flower first. So we're going to do a nice pretty pink flower. Doesn't have to be pink, you could replace the color with any color that you like. So we're going to just take black. We're going to start from the middle. And let's see, we'll put our flower maybe around, probably around the middle right here. Just want you to take the black and just poke down like that. And then you're just going to go around that first circle that you made. And just keep going like that until it's kind of like a circle. Just like that. Okay. Again, get your white piece to change the color. And now we're going to do pink. So take pink in your finger, load it up. And you're gonna work your way from the middle and go out maybe about, what is that, like about maybe 1.5 inches. And you're just gonna go around making little petals. Alright, so just gonna keep going around, and if it's easier, you could just twirl your canvas as you go. And then watch what I do. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to my finger. Again, I'm not gonna clean off that pink, and I'm just gonna kind of just go over it like this. And I'm going to add a little bit more color to it. I'm going to take my orange, like that, and just around that black, I'm going to do little dots outside of that. So you can grab more paint as you go. Ta-da! And you got a flower. Now you could add your stem to it. So just take the green, and I just want you to go from the middle and just go down for now, because we're gonna actually build our garden up. Let's see. So let's start adding more color into here. So I'm gonna think of adding some lavender. I have lavender in my garden, and I love lavender. So the way we're gonna make lavender is we're going to create a whole bunch of stems, because it's almost kind of like a bush. So just add a bunch of stems over here. I'm just going to build up. I'm just going to put it on one side. So I made about 4 stems right here. Okay. And lavender is exactly what that is. It is a purple plant. So we're going to grab our purple, and I want you to just, on each side of these stems, you're going to do 1 dot here and 1 dot here. And just alternate, and just keep going down 1, 1, 1, like that. Okay. See how I'm doing that? Just alternating sides down that stem. Okay. And you can do that for each one. Go. There's some lavender. And then if you want, again, I would also take a little bit of purple and then a tiny bit of white. So a little bit of purple and white. And you can go over now just to give a little bit some brightness to it. So just again, a little bit of purple, a little bit of white, and just go down there. Go down the stem. And then maybe on this side, we have some blue hydrangeas. Hydrangeas, same thing, almost like a ball of flowers mixed together. So we'll do a bunch. I'll show you how to make that. Can use a clean finger, and you could just get that same glue that we used earlier. And here, I'm going to start from down here. So we're going to do 1 dot here, and then just build it up into like a ball, like that. Okay, you can see that. So again, we just start in the middle and just kind of build up it into a ball. And then same thing, we're going to grab a little bit of white on our finger, and we're just going to go around it as well. I'm gonna do the same thing. And take another blue, and we're just gonna do another one, same thing in the middle. And just build up around that. So I'm gonna do all the blue balls first. And maybe there's some just like kind of poking out over here. Let's do another one here. So again, we're just gonna have a dot and just build up around it. Okay. And again, I'm just gonna have some of them peeking out on the edge. Okay. And maybe just another one like right here. And now we're going to get our white, and we're going to add some white in there.
Ready?
Okay. And now we're just going to take some green paint, and we're going to just create some sounds. Actually, you know, we're going to use some green and some... Oh, I don't have yellow. Sorry, we're gonna grab some yellow. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I grabbed some yellow, and we're gonna just use some green and some yellow. Okay, we're gonna just kind of, and we're just gonna mix it in there. Again, some green, some yellow. And just kind of like make little stems coming out here. More yellow. Maybe there's some sticking out over there. If you want to add some roses, you definitely can add a bunch of roses. Let's do, we'll do red roses. And I'm going to have you grab some red and some white together. And the way we're gonna make roses is just you can make a little twirl. Let me just move this like that. It's gonna be a little twirl. So we're gonna make some just around here. So okay, just a twirl. Add one more. Get a little bit more white to this one actually. So again, we're just moving in this motion. And you could always add more paint. Again, some red and some white. And just twirl. Bunch of red roses. There you go. So I made 4 roses. Just again, red, white, and just twirl your finger and just keep adding on some white or red. And those are your roses. We're almost done. I always kind of like to add some baby's breath. Baby's breath is like little white flowers. So we're going to use our white. And they usually always come with roses, so why not put it in, right? So you're just going to take the white and just kind of poke it everywhere. Fill in the empty spots, basically. So maybe some here. And then now you could add some clouds. So just take your finger and just go like this in this motion, just swirling your finger around. Okay. And put as many clouds as you want. And there you go. You have a beautiful garden, and it was all made by using your finger.